Oklahoma City gets it back. Cantor kicks to Roberson. Goes back up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That makes it 4 turnovers for him now. He's just been lazy with the ball in his hands, fellas.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And the Spurs with possession. Ginobili outside. To the inside. And Durant with the block. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
9 seconds on the shot clock.
And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. A three-pointer off the mark. The offensive rebound. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Well, they forced a decent number of turnovers in this one, fellas, and they've turned most of those turnovers into points.
And they've really done a nice job on the glass, too. A lot of second chance points here tonight.
Clark, you think of how much success the Spurs have had, and it's almost as if they can plug anyone in, and they are immediately on the same page and working as a unit.
Well, they make it look easy, but there's a lot of work that goes into that. They evaluate the players they bring in, wanting to fit them into a culture that already exists, and the continuity and consistency you get from the top down. Greg Popovich, Tim Duncan. When you've got those guys in place, then you throw in Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. Now you've got a group that you can win with for a long time, and they've done just that.
Now Ginobili. After Dion Waiters' three-pointer that didn't go. Back to Ginobili. 34 seconds left in the third. For 3. Thunder with the rebound. Collison's got 6 rebounds now in the game. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And here is Ginobili. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Puts up a 3. Ginobili can't get that one to fall. Augustine up top. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Thunder opening up a huge gap. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's time now to reveal our State Farm assist of the game. Today, Steve, it's a big man winning the honor.
And it was a no-brainer. This assist was really out of this world. I mean, he had a great understanding of the situation and where the ball had to go.
Heaves it up. Hills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. Aaron Baines out there with Boris Diaw. And it's Ginobili in at the 3, the small forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And that one's good.
I think he anticipated that the defense would be there, and that's why he leaned in like that.
The Thunder shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Morrow.
Well, guys, it seems like the league has been pretty forward-thinking, willing to embrace changes over time, always trying to improve the game. And I think, they actually changed the competition committee over the last couple of years. It used to be every general manager. Now it's made up of 3 owners, 3 general managers, 3 coaches, and a player, which I think is a much more manageable group to work with.
The Spurs making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. Bellinelli dishes to Baines. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Waiters. 6 to shoot. Here's Baines, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Oklahoma City has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Augustine, no luck. And with that new NBA competition committee, the league was hoping to create a more nimble leadership group to consider various initiatives.
And, I think the culture of the NBA has been open to innovation and new things, new ways of doing things, new thinking, all in an effort to improve the game. And to me, that's what it's about.
Kicks to Joseph. Inside, here's Baines, and he throws it down hard with one hand. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Here's Augustine, and it's well off target.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Now Diaw. Jacks up a 3. Here's Baines. Banked in off the glass. Baines has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Here's Augustine. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. So both teams changing it up here. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Joseph, the pass to Bellinelli. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Augustine, no luck.
That's flat out embarrassing.
Leonard attacking. Here's Joseph. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
And here are the Spurs. It's been 10 unanswered points. Bonner for 3. That's good.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3-ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Well, the popularity of the three-pointer at an all-time high. Stephen, I'm sure you can appreciate that. The league even discussed adding a 4-point line.
Yeah.
What about that?
Please, make this go away, Kevin. I mean, it's just crazy. It's way too extreme. I think even the three-point shot is probably overdone to this point. So I would say 100% no, I am against a 4-pointer.
And Augustine kicks tomorrow. Back to Jones. He feeds it to Collison. Off target with the jump hook.
Well, I like his determination and his attitude and aggressiveness, but the defense wasn't going to back off that shot. They were tight on it. And if you think about a 4-point line and the possibility of that, a lot of players already shoot from way beyond the 3-point line. Guys like Steph Curry, Jamal Crawford. I think it would be exciting to see. I don't think we'll go there, but I'd want the distance to be far enough away from the goal that players wouldn't shoot those 4-pointers all the time. It would be a specialty shot and one that wouldn't become a real significant part of the game.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
Now here's Joseph. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the inside, here's Bonner. Takes it off the glass.
And I think some have worried that a 4-point line would make the league too perimeter-oriented. I think it's insane. I mean, the 3-point line already stretches the floor and gives you an advantage if you have outside shooting. A 4-point line, to me, is beyond a rule. It's like a gimmick. I don't think it's going to happen.
A different look now for San Antonio. Boris Diaz checked in for Bonner. Ginobili comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Mills in for Corey Joseph. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Waiters is checked in.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Thunder.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Shot quality and better overall shooting.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Russell Westbrook. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Now here is Augustine. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. Here's Mills. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, their offense has kicked into gear, but it seems to have arrived a little bit too late.
And as a coach, that can really be frustrating. I mean, your guys were stumbling along for most of the game, and now, when it's basically over, they finally decide to come alive.
Now here's Ginobili. Plenty of space. Shot's good by Mills. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Splitters checked in for San Antonio. And then for Oklahoma City. Cantor comes in for Jones. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Roberson. .34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, he was boxed out, and when that happens, you know, some point you have to just turn and get back defensively. That time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another player's back, that's going to be a foul call every time.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Augustine. It's offline from half court. San Antonio's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Leonard. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Here's Waiters. Puts up a prayer. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Ginobili outside, puts it up, nails it. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what was the key in securing this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan player of the game, Russell Westbrook.